Hello, and welcome back to The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. I'm Chance, also known as Maras, and in the last episode, we dealt with a Nilfgaardian ghost revenant thing that was haunting a abandoned insane asylum that two scholars wanted to explore to get something, and it turns out they were actually former doctors or something that allowed terrible things, and we let the ghost kill them, stuff like that. And the last thing I think we were about to do was go with Triss to the Kayran's lair to investigate. That was a long time ago. It was roughly half a year ago. I recently released the videos on my YouTube channel, and then I kind of rebuilt my computer. So I wiped my drives, installed everything, new OBS, everything. So I'm still in the old I don't know phase. So I don't know if this recording will be good or not. But my tests seem to be fine, so we're going back into it. The Fallout 3 videos I recorded that are going to be released at the same time as this were actually recorded before I built my computer. And in those videos, I actually discussed how I was planning to change my format on how I do things. Because if you remember, I originally started reviewing the games as they are. And I kind of tossed up how I wanted to do that in the air in my mind. How I would want to do that. And the best course for me at the moment, I believe, is recording as I used to before I was a game developer, game maker. Just like free form, just doing it for shooting the shits, which is, something I like to do. But at the end, after I'm done recording, looking back and seeing the things I like and writing it down, and then maybe later along down the line when I feel like I'm ready, writing down a script and recording a video discussing all the things I liked about the games, like all the pros, and all the things I didn't like about the games and the cons from a game developer's standpoint, and then uploading those, and then using that as as a medium to show my fellow game developers when we're working on a game, being like, hey, I want something that's similar to, let's say, The Witcher 2. I liked how potions worked in that game, where you had to sit down and drink them, as an example. And then they'll be like, okay, cool. Here's a video discussing all the things I liked and examples with video, because, I have all my entire YouTube channel there to just show
I wonder
them.
what's left of that wreck Cedric mentioned.
If the Kayran attacked the boat, it's not likely to be much. We're looking for traces of the beast, not boats.
Yeah, so that's what my plan is going forward. So I'm just gonna continue to do as I was, where I'm just talking when just playing the game casually, and then basically picking up on things I liked and don't like. Writing them down, and then trying to remember which episode / recording session thing that I put it at. And then when later on I'm done the game, maybe I have some free time, I'm not recording anything, decide to make a video essay. And I kind of want to go back and look at my old videos, which I kind of have already. I've been watching some of my old videos just for nostalgia reasons, but just seeing what I liked about those games, and then doing video essays on that, just so I could get an idea of what I might do. I might do, the first one would definitely be the Mass Effect.
Yeah, strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure.
Yeah, so I probably start with Mass Effect to see just to test the format of how I want to do it, and then polish it as I go along, because that's kind of how the channel was. I started with Mass Effect. It was just
vibrating.
It was just my god, I don't even remember how to play this game. Alright. I don't remember how to play the game. Excuse me while I get back into it. But yeah, so, you know, just trying it out with Mass Effect 1, seeing how well I do my video essay thing, and then go from there. If I remember correctly, Q is to get my silver sword and use Quen. No, Q is to use Quen.
I wonder what's left.
I pulled out my sword because I was in combat. Okay. And to jump is space. Okay, so space. Art attack is left click, right click. Switching signs, I'm pretty sure, is just pressing buttons. Oh, no. 1 and 2 are my sword. I think 1 is steel and then 2 is silver. And then, yeah. Pressing 3 switches between my signs. As I said, it's been like half a year since I played. Fallout 3 is easier to jump into because it's just a first-person shooter. But, the Witcher games, literally throughout all 3 of them, they changed their combat styles. And most people tell me you should play them with a controller, but I don't. I don't know why, I never did. It might have been easier, but whatever.
See those footprints?
Yeah, strange place for an evening walk.
Unless you're looking for adventure.
I actually owned The Witcher 3 on my Switch, and playing with like a controller, well, a handheld, I guess you'd say, a handheld controller, is definitely a oddity. Alright, that's better. That's better.
Nice to run into some old friends.
Almost brings a tear to your eye.
Let's examine the traces of the Kayran and get out of here.
So yeah, the reason why I want to change that format, because again, I do want to use like me recording as a platform to assist the game develop my personal game development.
A ram stuffed with sulfur and a dead cobbler. Straight out of Eastern legends. Not good enough for the Kayran, though.
Okay, so you're trying to explode the Kayran. Yeah, I want to use like my YouTube channel to assist with my game development, but I
Wait a
also...
minute.
What are you going to do?
Cast a simple diagnostic spell. It should answer a few questions. This monster's sick, Geralt. It's dying.
How much time does it have left?
A few years? Perhaps a decade and change?
Too long. What's wrong with it? Any information could be useful.
The diagnostic spell showed that some of the cells in its body have mutated.
What makes you think it's dying? I mean, I'm a mutant.
The mucus cells I diagnosed are very similar to cancer
Oh,
cells.
okay.
In some ways, they're more effective than healthy cells, but they're out of control. They converge to create a red tissue. Very unpleasant.
The poor thing.
But you brought up an interesting point. Want to know the core difference between mutants and non-mutants?
Some other time.
Of course I do.
The changes made through alchemy and magic in your body would require thousands of years to develop on their own. This development would result from genetic errors that would cause your body to adapt, become a more efficient organism, effectively mutate, but over a very long time. When this development occurs over millennia, across multiple generations, we proudly call it natural selection, evolution. When it occurs quickly, in a single organism or a few representatives of a species, we frown on it as mutation.
And here I thought you liked me. What else?
The Kayran's highly venomous.
Any ideas for an antidote?
Your Witcher's metabolism should neutralize small doses of the toxin. But if I were you, I wouldn't rely on my mutations alone. An Ostmark potion should do the trick.
I know the herb, but haven't the faintest where I might find it around here. I need to think, figure out how I want to fight the Kayran. Maybe I won't need the potion.
Do what you will, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sheila might be eager to get this done, but before you go see her, ask some of the locals about Osmerk. You could try Cedric. Here's the formula for the potion. I need to take care of some things. Manage without me for a while? See you.
Goddamn portals. Don't forget to quick save. Yeah, so the reason why I want to change up the format is I still want to use the channel as like a way to help myself play games and my fellow developers to play games. I'll keep required, of course. But also, I do want to just play games. Okay. I do want to just play games and just enjoy them without having to analyze them too much. And also, there are better ways people have analyzed the games. I've been as I said in my Fallout 3 recordings, I have been watching a lot of video essays on video games just to get a better idea of what non-game developers and also people in the industry think about some games. And how they're analyzed, like, for generations to come. And as well as just people's general opinions of games. Just to think, like, you know, getting the mindset of, like, critiques and such. So, you know, I watched, like, some Joseph Anderson, some, I think Alex Adams, Salt Factory, Never Know Best, just to name a few off the top of my head. I don't even have a list. I just watched a lot, and of the same game, like, specifically, I've watched all the, like, Witcher, like, 1, 2, and 3 videos, from, like, from the few I've mentioned, just to see how differing of opinions there are, and some of them are, like, pretty much the same, but others are, like, drastically different, where some say the favorite part about a game was, let's say, the combat, others, and, like, how alchemy is the best way to play the game. Others might say, well, the combat sucks, and the only way you can play the game is, like, magic. It's pretty interesting, and it's nice to see, like, other perspectives. And, you know, when you're playing a game, like, let's say, like, World of Warcraft, where you have to, like, you kind of no-brain it, when you've basically done all the quests in the game, like I have with the Lore Master achievement and title, so I already know what all the quests are about and all that. You don't really think, you just, you know, turn your brain off and just level up and stuff. You know, watching video essays for a long amount of time is actually very useful. Oh, wow. Why the hell, man?
Hello.
You just pull out your fucking axe as if it was like a sword unsheathing. But yeah, again, it's interesting just to, like, look at this stuff, and considering their format is way better than what I was trying to do, I figured I'd adopt a similar format, but use it more in a way that would actually help my fellow developers, rather than just, you know, like some weird amalgam where I'm just talking about what I like every episode. I could just, like, have okay, just look at this. If you want even better examples, here are links in, like, the description of that video or something like that. So I can still do my playthroughs, but at the same time, I can just play the game as I would normally play them. Like, you know, just jump in, enjoy, and then could, you know, just play. Where can I find some Osmerk?
Cedric, I need some Ostmerk. It's a rare variety of moss, grows underground.
I know it. There are some caves to the south, deep in the woods. If Osmerk grows anywhere in the area, it will be there.
Oh, thanks. I thought did I explore that cave? I think I might have. But I guess you can't really collect the herbs if you're not on the quest, so it happens. I do believe we're almost done with this section of the game. I believe it's just the Kayran part. That's why I was trying to open my journal and read. I thought we did the Troll Trouble quest. Right, I never told the troll that I avenged. Yeah, we did kill the guy there before we went and met with Triss. It's a thing I forgot to mention in my little recap. It was actually the most recent thing I did and I totally forgot about it. Oh well. You can't remember everything when last time we recorded was like in October and it's what, June now? Almost July. Oh fuck. Jesus Christ.
How many more can there be?
Pretty sure that's just the only one. Okay, so I believe a lot of things I need to do for my quests are just turn them in. And the ones I don't have to turn in are Radiant.